Let's talk about the importance of anger management. Now, what is anger? It is an emotion, and like all emotions, it is energy in motion. Anger is an emotion, a natural and basic reaction one can feel in various situations. Sometimes we label it bad. It is not bad or good, it is simply one of many emotions. But what is important is how we express and manage the response to anger. What is important to understand is anger can be managed. Anger, when not managed well, can and does lead to situations where words and actions are not only negative for you, but it creates negative experiences for other people around you. Words and actions taken when one is experiencing anger cannot be taken back. Over time, it negatively impacts the quality of the environments and relationships in which one is involved. When one doesn't process anger and understand themselves and simply reacts, anger is often managed improperly. The situation and conversation is not contained, not expressed properly. Anger can escalate to the point where it can also become verbally or physically abusive and create mass aggressions, or it can show up in subtle microaggressions such as passive-aggressive communication, like sarcasm, disrespectful humor, trolling, or emotional blackmail like stonewalling or silent treatment. None of these are productive and in fact can be harmful. It is important to avoid destroying relationships and situations because one is angry. That is why it is important to learn how to best manage feelings of anger. When anger is not managed properly, what it can also lead to is displaced anger. Displaced anger is when one is angry with another person or situation, but the anger is expressed with someone or in a situation that has nothing to do with the source of anger. Displacing anger towards others, if it becomes a pattern of relating, can negatively affect relationships and could also take the shape of an unhealthy, abusive relationship. Anger can come out, seemingly out of the blue, with an abrupt outburst. An outburst is an example of unmanaged anger or out-of-control anger. Once anger is out of control, everyone participating in the situation is paralyzed. Whatever has been said cannot be taken back. Everyone in earshot has heard what was said. In addition, out-of-control anger paralyzes one's ability to be productive, make better decisions, or to remain calm. Others may respond with anger, which escalates more feelings of being out of control. Have you ever noticed when you are angry, and it's difficult to let it go, especially if it's someone or something that is a consistent annoyance? When we hold someone or a situation in contempt, our thinking can be focused on anger, the source of anger, and justifying the feelings of anger, not in a focused, productive method to identify resolution or processing. It is more rumination, repeated thoughts, and even obsessive thinking about the condition of feeling anger. The outcome of this type of thinking generates more anger and frustration. Instead of feeling better, it deepens the anger and resentment. It makes you feel worse. When one is stuck in anger or any emotion, it's immobilizing. It is impossible to be fully present whether at work or at home. Obsessive thinking is all-consuming and keeps the person stuck in feeling anger instead of moving through the feelings of anger. With overthinking, obsessive thinking, and replaying, there is a tendency to lay blame on oneself or the others, and the trap is to keep thinking about the situation without resolution. As you may have experienced, you might feel stuck in the situation and might find it hard to change or improve it. The trail of this justification for anger results in a grudge, resentment, or even hate towards another. It is energy draining, leads to burnout and exhaustion, and a negative attitude which makes productivity, creativity, and solutions impossible. What is the alternative? Thinking, acting, and experiencing anger differently. Change how you think, act, and manage anger. Are you saying, "But I've always been like this"? Has that been working for you? Change requires effort and energy. The emotion of anger can provide the energy required to create change. Creating change is not only beneficial if someone has issues expressing and managing anger, it is beneficial for those impacted by poorly managed anger. It can repair those relationships that have been negatively impacted to the point where people won't interact, speak, or engage with someone whose anger is regularly out of control. dumped on others, or makes others fearful. The energy that gets invested in resentment, anger, and negative thoughts towards others is all-consuming and can be better spent productively living one's life fully.